I've got some goodies that just arrived for my Zuca cart, and now I'm going to go ahead and unbox them. Let's go ahead and start with this box. There's the packing slip, which is irrelevant for this. There's some bubble wrap. We'll save that for later. We got 3 rods here. And then we have 2 plates here from Zuca. And now let's take a look at what's in the bag. Here's a handle grip. See what else we've got in here. We've got a seat cover, reversible, so it's black on one side, red on the other. And last but not least, we have the power pocket from Infinite Discs. This handle grip is self-evident, but there are some installation instructions here. Cart grip tips. Let's go ahead and remove these rods for the compact disc golf cart rack. And then let's remove the sides. Some assembly required, but these are going to be assembled with these. And now let's remove the seat cover, seat cushion, and see what it looks like here. This is reversible, and this is what it looks like if you go the black route, and then you can reverse it, and then you can go the red route. But I'm most likely going to keep it black with red accents. Last but not least, I've been looking for this power pocket for some time. It was sold out. And then for sale, I couldn't grab one. And then it was sold out. And then it's for sale again. And here it is here. Black. So they may come out with other colors. You kind of see what this is going to look like. Now let's go ahead and outfit my Zuca cart with these. So the first thing we're going to do is the easiest. We're going to put this handle on this handlebar here. So you can see it's basically shaped exactly like this. And so it needs to go on just like that. It's easier said than done, but just gotta push at it. And now it's on there. There we go. This is not tightened because usually I need to pull it up and get everything set up before I tighten. But this is the least assembly required. Next up is essentially putting this on here. Basically it's just have to shuttle that on through there. And then it's basically on here, and then you use this Velcro to snap it around. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this real quick. And I'm going to move that out of the way. Now there's this part here. This here that has to be pulled off. And you notice how we can go the other way. You can reverse this and have it go around that way. And then you can just simply use a pair of scissors to cut that. But I like going with black. Put this back on. Let this come around here. Wrap it around. And then let the Velcro snap around it. That's down there. Pull this around. And now that is secured, and you can sit on this at any time. I was just looking at the power pocket. I'm going to put that on last because that requires this to be extended. So the next thing that we're going to go ahead and install is the cart rack. This is specifically made for the compact version of this cart rack. So I'm going to go ahead and start removing everything from the inside. Here's a kit that I have a lot of my tools and other things in. We'll go ahead and remove the discs that I have. Here's my mid-ranges. And here's my putters. And you notice that that's 14 discs that I have inside this. And I do not have discs in these pockets here because I have other things inside them. And I can't get much beyond 14 discs inside here. 14 or 15, just barely 15, but 14 is comfortable. Now I've removed all that. Now I've got to remove these inserts. And I'm going to go ahead and move this out of the way from here. You can see safety here. Now if you take a look at these are arranged in a certain order. You have to bring these inside here. But I believe you need to insert these first. It's going to be hard to show on camera, but you have to essentially insert them here and then push them down. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you, this is really tough to push these down. You have to actually kind of roll them down. The fit between here and here is so tight that you have to kind of roll it down just to, you have to push and roll. And it is not easy getting these to go all the way down. I've even tried using a hammer, and that doesn't work. You have to actually use a lot of force just to get these two down, and it's been very strenuous trying to get these just on this side, outside of this unit. I do not envy the part where I have to install this inside this unit, so hopefully I can install it outside and maneuver it in there somehow. I'm going to move some of these things out of the way, but I just want to show you I have to effectively do this, grabbing my finger here, and then push down and roll. And there's a point of no return where it gets down to the very bottom. But you may or may not be able to see here, there's a little bit of air between here and there. Here I managed to finally get that removed, but you just have to keep pushing down and rolling, rotating this while pushing down to get that down. Alright, so this side is not fully, I can't get this to go down any farther than this, but this side here I found it remarkably easy to push this down through here, and not as easy, but I was still able to push it down at least to that point. There's still a little bit of a gap here that's not there, so the back to the gap is gone. Here at the front the gap is not gone, and I've tried putting this on the ground and pushing down. But once you have it inserted on both ends, you cannot rotate these to try to spin it down. So this is up about 2 millimeters higher than I would like it to be on both sides. But I'm going to move on to see if I can get this installed. Okay, this spins on fairly easily. I'm going to push this one on. I have to put it on the ground and put my foot down on it. There's a popping or almost snapping sensation as it went to the bottom, so that's good. So the only place where I do not have that is here, so I'm going to work on that. Okay, so the good news is this is physically together with the exception of this aberration here. The bad news is this is not in here, and there's not a way to insert it and then bend it diagonally to where it assumes a position. So I have to disassemble it and reassemble it yet again inside there. And now that this is completely together, it is very difficult to take it apart. So really you have to disassemble one side completely, insert this in here, and then find a way of pushing this in there, and then get those to fit. So this is not easy. Okay, I managed to finally get everything in, but I had to use a hammer to push it down. No amount of physical strength that I have with me would allow me to push these down, and I don't want to break this. So I'm going to be honest with you, this has soured my experience spending 20 minutes assembling this. It's far more difficult to assemble than I imagined. So now let's get to the last part. Alright, this part is one of the more exciting things you can order, and it's a putter pocket, which is commonly installed right here and allows you to carry a lot more putters. So what I want to show you is you have Velcro straps right here on the back. This wraps around the pole itself, and then this strap essentially hangs. It uses Velcro, but it also hangs from here on the pole. You can't see that in frame, but I'm going to go ahead and assemble this to what I can in frame. Go ahead and assemble this part here. Actually, since this will be hanging down here, put that there. I'm going to turn this around. And this part here fastens around here. And then this here is what fastens around here. So we fasten around this part right here. And this will essentially keep this in place. Some minor adjustments might be needed, but this is essentially what this is going to look like. Alright, so with some slight adjustments to this to get it out of the way, that allows this to stay flat. And this secured here, so you can now view it from the side and from the back, and you can kind of see it better. So let's review what I currently have now installed on this cart. I've got the compact disc golf cart rack that's physically installed here that allows me to put 14 or so discs here. I can actually fit right under 15, but because I'm using mid-ranges on this side, they're a little bit taller profile, so there's a little bit less room, so you have to sort of move things off to the side to pull them out. And then there is a seat cover here. It is of course reversible, but I like the black on black motif, though I'm a fan of red as well, so I could flip it over. Next I've got this putter pocket, which I'll reverse it around in just a second, and then I've got this handle grip here. So this allows me to fit more of what I need, in the various pockets on the side. I've got my glasses case here, for example. I've got two different sets of, like all my tools are here, and various video equipment and lens cleaners are here. All my discs, GoPro and other video accessories that are here. And then of course this power pocket allows me to fit 8 more discs, bring 8 more discs with me, and all these are putters. And of course I have room for like my smartphone here. I could put a couple pens or pencils on that side, and then on this side I've got a mini here and room for another couple pins there. So I really like what I've got here. I can now carry everything I need as a content creator as well as disc golfer on the course, and that's going to do it. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.